Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Yes, it's going to have to take you balancing yourself out this month and to get yourself grounded as well at this time to be able to move forward in life, okay? If you could also be yearning and longing for pastures anew, okay? If that's the case, you need to make real world steps to make sure that you get everything in order before you travel as well, okay? Okay, Leo pops up. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So yes, you could also be dealing with a Leo at this time, and or you're starting to exhibit this personality trait yourself, where being a little bit flamboyant or dramatic, a bit proud. You could be feeling quite passionate at this time, wanting to get this new start or this travel of some kind going. Okay, it's really important to have good self-belief about yourself, to speak to yourself nicely, speak to yourself like your best friend at this time, okay? And that will really help you in moving forward. Okay, yes. So you've had a lot of thoughts going around in your head with, you could be getting yourself quite confused at this time. It could have been tense situations or where people have said something to you in the past here that's really got you feeling tired, a little bit feeling like you're just completely defeated and you can't keep on going on, that sort of thing. Know that the new dawn is approaching. This is the end of these issues. It could also be 10 things that you're telling yourself as well at this time. Like, you know, you could be really talking to yourself negatively, okay? Make sure you really keep those thoughts positive. See if you can check in with yourself at least once a day to see exactly where your head's at and to see what the internal chatter is, okay? Yeah, so you could be wanting to offer your cup of love to somebody here. You're taking your time in doing so. Maybe that's why you've gotten to a place where you're feeling a little bit confused. Maybe you've had past issues, past relationships, childhood issues, that sort of thing that have really got you to a point where you don't know whether you can achieve this or not. And or you're dealing with that Cancer, okay? Maybe one or the other, yourself or your partner here, is being a little bit too flamboyant, a little bit too needy in this relationship at the moment, and maybe you might need some time out from that situation if that's the case, okay? Yeah, Chariot on the Chariot, okay? So yes, it is really important to get up, dress up and get going with whatever plans you've got, okay? But you need to master and get in control the animal side of yourself, the craving side of yourself, but also the duality of the light and the dark. If you're finding that too many days you're spending inside and feeling very depressed and that sort of thing, it's a really good opportunity to go outside into the sunlight even for a short period of time, which will really start to lift your moods here. Maybe you're also wanting to get a relationship going on a better path here and wanting two people to meet together and work in unison. It doesn't look like this will be happening in the month of December here. Both these individuals in the front here are they're together, but they're looking in two slightly separate, different directions. So it could be two different perspectives on how you'd want this relationship to go. The other party's got a different idea of how they want it to go. But you're still very much together and look like you still very much want to work on it. So there is hope here that there will be ability to come together at some stage. But there needs to be an ending of harsh words in this relationship. It needs to end this month. Okay. With that ending of these harsh words, there will be a brand new start of some form. Okay, yeah, you could be dealing with a air sign as well. Maybe the air sign's the one that's been saying things or doing things here that have really got you feeling a bit down and out. This could be a Libra as well you're dealing with. But it might also be, you could be getting quite cutting with your words, okay, and to less emotion, more intellect is being brought into the relationship here. So maybe one side's very emotional, one side's very logical, okay? And the two individuals aren't seeing eye to eye at the moment, okay? So yeah, these are two different sides of the coin. These two individuals have very different ways of relating in a relationship. So there needs to be balance between the two, whereas this one starts to embody more emotions and this one starts to embody more intellect here to bring this balance into this. Okay, yes, so beautiful. Okay, so yes, is very much a union here. This is two people that when they work in unison will create a fabulous relationship here. This is the King and Queen of Swords here, a couple here. You could pretty much say a power couple. They sort of have left the emotions out a little bit and are getting on with life. They're using their common sense, their intellect, that sort of thing to get things done. Can be a little bit lacking in emotion, so that could be the issue here. Whereas this individual will just say how it is, won't be as cutting with the words, but will their last word, their word is final here. This individual here will have people come in and say what they need to say, but is willing to cut out any individual that doesn't come with in the right way. Okay, so you might be finding one person's just saying, right, that's it, I've had enough of the fighting up, this is what I say, and this individual's right, like, I've had enough, right, I'm out of here, that sort of thing. But it looks like these two individuals are very much willing to work on it. So let's get some more clarity and see where it's going. Wow. Okay. So yes, there will be a coming together here. There will be an equalization of this relationship. The universe has said there is much more that you need to learn in this situation. So you'll need to also balance the male-female side of yourself, and the other individual will need to do so as well. But this is very destined, a very destined love union here of some kind that's really been at play. But it looks like the universe has ordained this union. So, and so far as it could be a friendship, it could be a work colleague, it could be something like that. It doesn't have to be a love situation here. But there's a lot that you two are going to learn and have learnt from each other. Could be right down to conflict resolution. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied again. Or how to relate to somebody else that's very different to yourself. Okay, but it looks like that this relationship will continue on some level, and has the opportunity to end up being something that's really quite a fabulous relationship here. So, yeah, it's looking quite good at the end of December here. There could be a younger fire sign involved here as well. Could be a child from the union. Younger sibling, that sort of thing, okay. Maybe this male in the situation here is being a little bit what could you say, a little bit passionate about things, you know, definitely wanting people to see things their way at this time. Okay, all right, so we'll just get some more advice. So let's see how it all goes. Because, yeah, it looks like there is two people not seeing eye to eye, but it looks like definitely by the end of December here, two individuals are coming together. Now, it looks like the female in the situation is looking more onto her intuition by the end of the month, and the male is actually looking to the female here to get guidance when it comes to intuition of some kind, all right? It's time to take the fight away. It's time to leave the fight behind, okay? That will end the confusion. So you find there's lots of petty arguments, petty bickering and that sort of thing. It's time to leave that in the past, particularly around the festive season here. Yeah, because there's been 3 heartbreaks in this relationship here. 3 things that have been said, 3 things that have been done here. And it could be getting to a point where you try and decide whether to stay or go. It's definitely the end of a situation of some form. End of the harsh words of some kind. So if it does take removing yourself from the situation in some form, even for a short while, it could be for longer, this will alleviate the situation. Okay, both individuals have experienced pain in this relationship too in the past, but there is huge ability to actually get it going again. All right, so yeah, this young fire sign could be a Leo. Okay, so yes, the sun will be returning, happiness will be returning to this situation and to yourself. If there's a child involved too, there will be happiness involving this child and or the birth of a child. But yes, it looks like it's going to be a lot more happier end to the month than it is coming into the beginning, okay? Yeah, because you're going to be very bountiful. Okay, you're going to be bounty and beauty will return to the situation. It's also really important too to get out in nature, to realize the bounty and beauty that is nature at this time. Okay, sunlight once again highly indicated here. It's really important too to actually hold on a little bit to your finances, not overspend at this time, because that could be causing a lot of issues between yourself and some other individual as well. To get those pennies slowly saved here so you can actually get a foundation underneath your feet. Being Virgo, being an earth sign, it's really important to have that foundation in place. But looking at these three cards, it's bounty and beauty will return, okay, to your life, and it's looking like it's going to be a very positive end. You will start to work together in some form, even if it is getting a counsellor of some kind, but you will be able to start to build either on this relationship or start to build on your own finances here by the end of the month. So that's looking really good there. Yeah, a new financial start is definitely coming, and you're going to get clarity on that. It's going to take to leave this arguments and issues behind to be able to get this started. So it's a really good time to actually acknowledge that, yes, because you want complete happiness. You want happiness in your home, and it looks like it will be returning by the end of December. It looks like Christmas period here is going to be a very happy time for you, especially if you spend time with the extended family and or children. That's going to really lift your spirits, okay? So yes, happiness will be returning by the end of the month. Just be careful of any overreacting of any kind, whether yourself from someone else. Make sure you're not overindulging in any way in something that's going to have you not thinking clearly and precisely here. Make sure you're not prone to daydreaming as well. Okay, it is good to think about what you'd like from the future, but it's always really important to put it into practice. Okay, all the problems from the past are leaving. You're going to be able to balance these two sides. Whether it's two sides of yourself, two sides of a situation when it comes to a work situation or a love relationship here, to bring balance and union back. You will start to see clarity. You will start to feel happy again. You may not have felt that for quite some time. You will start to feel centered and a lot more abundant in your life. The universe is handing you new emotional, new financial start here, which means you'll be able to start to work on your foundation here, leading to the ultimate happiness. So what's your ultimate happiness, Virgo? You need to keep that in mind. What's your ultimate happiness, and start to project that out. Divine consciousness. Interesting. I think, was it Scorpio got these two cards? One of the other got these two, exactly. All right, divine consciousness. So, yes, higher intuition is going to be coming through very strongly this month. It's also really important, once again, to get outside, but you're going to be finding that you're going to be getting flashes of inspiration, seeing synchronicities, hearing conversations that just spark off your interest, that sort of thing. So keep an ear and an eye out for those, and don't disregard them at all. But it's going to take you being in a higher frame of mind, in a much more positive mindset, to receive these intuition in clearly and in the best way. So make sure you're keeping your vibes as high as possible. All right. Oh, here we go. Straight out. So the affirmation for this month: loving others is easy when I love and accept myself.